Starbucks, a household name and a global coffee giant, is currently swimming in troubled waters. The man at the helm, CEO Laxman Narasimhan, has been navigating stormy seas since taking over the reins, with his first 9 months in the captain's chair marked by a series of challenges. From strikes and calls for boycotts by workers demanding better pay and hours, to being ensnared in the contentious Israeli-Gaza conflict, the company is no stranger to controversy. The labour unrest echoes a broader trend in the food services industry, with workers increasingly pushing for better conditions and rights. Starbucks is not alone in this, but the intensity of the challenges it faces is notable. The company's efforts to handle these issues have been met with mixed results, leading to a surge of negative publicity. In addition to labour disputes, Starbucks has also found itself embroiled in geopolitical controversy. The company faced lawsuits and a wave of negative publicity following a social media post expressing solidarity with Palestine, further complicating its public image and leaving a bitter aftertaste in the mouths of some consumers. While these issues were unfolding, analysts were keeping a keen eye on the company's performance. Concerns were raised about slowing growth and increased competition, particularly from rivals like McDonald's and Luckin Coffee in China. These concerns only added to the pressure on Starbucks, stirring the pot of troubles that the company already had on its plate. Narasimhan has prioritized improving relations with workers, but it's clear he has an uphill battle in restoring the company's reputation. With the company's stock dropping over 7% in the past month, the financial implications of these ongoing issues are starting to take shape. This is more than just a storm in a coffee cup. Starbucks, once the undisputed king of the coffee world, is now having to fight on multiple fronts to maintain its position. As we delve deeper into these issues, one thing is clear: there's a brewing storm for Starbucks. In the midst of this turmoil, there's a significant shift happening in the fast food industry. Workers are finally unionizing. Let's look at what's happening in the Pacific Northwest, where Burgerville, a fast food chain, is making history. Employees at 5 of Burgerville's 40 locations have reached a tentative agreement with the company, marking them as the first unionized fast food workers in the United States to successfully negotiate a contract. This agreement, which is expected to be ratified by December, includes provisions for parental leave, paid vacation time, and a 3-month schedule. The Burgerville Workers' Union, affiliated with the Industrial Workers of the World, has been negotiating with the company for nearly 3.5 years. Their perseverance has paid off, and they've set a precedent for workers in the industry. Now let's draw parallels with Starbucks, a company currently grappling with labour unrest. Starbucks workers, under the banner of Workers United, have been demanding better pay and hours, leading to strikes and calls for boycotts. The relationship between the workers and the company is strained, to say the least. In California, a pro-union bill endorsed by President Joe Biden is causing a stir. The bill aims to make it easier for farm workers to unionize. The United Farm Workers, a celebrated union, has been applying pressure on Governor Gavin Newsom to pass the bill. This legislation could serve as a model for other industries, including the fast food sector. The unionization wave is not isolated to Burgerville. It's sweeping across industries, driven by workers who are demanding better conditions and fair treatment. It's a trend that's gaining momentum, and one that could very well affect the future of Starbucks. If Starbucks workers follow suit, the company could face even more challenges ahead. Adding fuel to the fire, Starbucks finds itself in a legal tussle with its own workers over a controversial social media post. The post, expressing pro-Palestinian sentiments, sparked outrage among customers, resulting in over 1,000 complaints and calls for boycotts. Starbucks, seeking to protect its brand, retaliated with a lawsuit accusing the union Workers United of trademark infringement. But the union didn't back down. On the contrary, they filed a counter-lawsuit in Pennsylvania, accusing Starbucks of defamation and seeking permission to continue using the company's name and logo. They argue that the post was unauthorized and that Starbucks is exploiting the Middle East conflict to undermine the union's efforts. While Starbucks has expressed sympathy for victims on both sides of the conflict, condemning hate, terrorism and violence, the damage to the brand's reputation is palpable. The union, on the other hand, has remained silent on the issue, further intensifying the standoff. This social media spat has only deepened the divide between Starbucks and its workforce. So, what does all this mean for Starbucks and its future? The past 9 months have been a whirlwind for Starbucks, with its new CEO, Laxman Narasimhan, contending with a series of challenges. The company has faced strikes and boycotts, with workers demanding better conditions and pay. Amidst this unrest, Starbucks has also been embroiled in a legal battle over a social media post that stirred controversy. However, the Starbucks saga doesn't end there. The giant coffee chain is also contending with fierce competition. McDonald's and Luckin Coffee are giving Starbucks a run for its money, especially in the massive Chinese market. This has led to concerns about Starbucks' growth and potential profitability. The wave of unionization sweeping across the United States has added another layer of complexity to Starbucks' predicament. The company is now in the spotlight, setting a precedent for other corporations in the food and beverage industry. All these issues combined have resulted in a significant drop in Starbucks' stock, marking a rough start for Narasimhan's tenure. These challenges, however, also present an opportunity for Starbucks to redefine its relationship with its workers and reshape its corporate image. Only time will tell what's brewing next for Starbucks. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content.